Had to get the bag of tricks. Alright, good morning, folks. Let's see. Let me get this thing turned around a bit. There we go. Yeah, just, I know, let's see, right, it wasn't frozen, I just had it, pointed that way. Wasn't doing anything, so. And I had the mic turned off for a little bit, just while I was getting stuff together, which I really don't have that much to get together today. I really don't. I still have my Avis collection sitting out here on the workbench. Thought I might pick something today. We might take it apart, go in depth. I guess a little bit ago, I put on Twitter a picture of everything that was on my desk and asked for opinions on what to go over today, what to pick. So I'm open to suggestions. If there's anything y'all want me to grab and work on or show and tell about, let me know. But anyway, good morning. Good morning. Done. No, that's my lock stuff bag. The strap, pull it over here. This was the shoulder strap, and this was the little part that was sewn to the bag. You can see the clip there. It broke. Came undone, which isn't that bad, and I'm surprised it lasted this long, honestly. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, I really don't have anything planned for today. So any type of suggestions, but just want to say good morning to everybody. Good morning, Night Owl Room. Of course, Don, you're here. Brian, Mika Wolf. Let's see. Who else is here? I think I got everybody. Well, everybody who's commented anyway. Yeah, Don, this bag's pretty heavy. And that bag's probably close to 20 years old, if not right at 20 years old. So it's been around a little bit. So I'm happy with it. The carry straps, handle straps are fine. So, but anyway, see. Start with the laminated padlock. Talking about this one, Night Owl. US set. Don, I haven't bought any new locks lately. I wind up spending money on food. I mean, it takes a lot of food to keep a figure like mine. So, I don't want to ruin my figure by not eating. But yeah, I've been wanting to buy some new ones. I was actually talking with my buddy the other week that I did a little show and tell on the Avis 72s and anyway, there's a lock supplier actually here in North Carolina. He doesn't live too far away from it, and he went up there the other day and got a Avis 80 one of the Titaliums, one of these guys right here. And I got on their website just kind of looking around because he was wanting one of the 72s with the little miniature 888 core in it. And but anyway, I got to looking on their website again. I've ordered from them in the past, and the deals aren't too bad actually for pricing. It's Lokit.com, Lokkitt, I believe. And anyway, they've got a bunch of Abus stuff, and is really the only website, like web-based ordering place I've been able to find Squire locks for the U.S. Yeah, they've got a bunch of good stuff. So maybe one day the finance department will let me go shopping for some new locks. I'll just eat some meanie weenies for the weekend. Let's see here. Okay, yeah. All right, Night Owl. Yeah, I've actually got a couple of these. Let me dig them out here in a second. But they're master locks, but they are U.S. set. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. U.S. set master locks. I don't have any keys for them. I got them. God, had them for a long time. And then this long shackled 83 actually was the very first padlock that I bought on eBay for picking. Now it does not have the original core because I got one with an 888 core and stuck that in there. Took out the original Schlage core, which it didn't come with a key, and it was master pinned. It was actually, this lock was video number 1. So yeah, we can look at that. Don, I've got a few goodies to send your way. Let's see. Yeah, I need to send you a couple things. But yeah, this guy, he's been in my collection pretty much since day one. Really cool. I don't know. We might pick that 888 core. It's been a while since I've done it. Yeah, Night Owl. Let me see if I can. Let me scoot over here. You won't see me for a second. Those have actually stayed buried down here. I really need to do some cleaning. Let's see. Another Abus. Little 64 40. Oh, that's weird. I know I've got a couple more of these somewhere. It may actually be inside the house. Let's see, yeah. But yeah, we can look at it. And then look at these others. Let's see. Avis with the removable core. Good morning, Ken. Okay. Yeah. The 24IB discus. Wow. I actually don't have any Avis discus locks. And yes, Don, I know you like to mess with me. Let's see. Good morning, Lowell. Hope you got moved all right. Ronald, good morning. Yeah, I know I've got some more of those US set locks. I really do need to get out here and just clean one day, organize everything. Looking one more spot. Found another 83 core, the 100, which here in the U.S. that's the Y keyway, Yale keyway. Let's see. Ken, yeah, I've been watching the news on that. I have family in Ventura, so they got hit really hard a couple years ago with the fires. But I think they've managed to avoid this latest round of fires so far. I'm sure something will happen there. It always does every year, but hope you're safe out there. All right, so I guess let's get turned around here and hang on, look away if you don't like motion in the camera. I'll try to get everything repositioned. I might even talk about this one a little bit. This is one I got off of eBay a long time ago. I won't gut it because I don't think I've ever actually been able to. Get some of these out of the way here. And pull this guy out. Yeah, this is a master lock. I don't know. Night Owl, is DG the model, or is it just a random stamp on there, like a date code or something? I don't really know the history on these, but it is a laminated U.S. set padlock. So this would be a government issue, and it has this little chain on it, which actually I've found I really like. I have a pack lock. One of only like 2 pack locks that I have. And anyway, it's on my mower shed where I keep the lawnmower. And it's got the little chain on it. And I actually love that because then you don't have to worry about relocking the padlock onto something else and then, or dropping it. But there's not much to pick these. The core, you can see how loose the plug is in there. Let's see. Going in. This with the little Spiros Tron. Okay. Click out of 4 and 1. 3. 5. I don't think these have spool pins in it. It doesn't feel like any type of security pins. There we go. Yeah, not much to pick it. Could probably, yep, stable to zip it open. So not much to it. It is the reversed M1 keyway. I don't have any blanks to make a key for that, I don't believe. But anyway, I mean, if it had a key, I don't know, I might use it for something. Maybe just to sit on the shelf and say, hey, I made a key for it. Let's see here. Hey, Ronald. Good morning. All set up in Colorado, Lowell. Well, that's good. Awesome to hear. Okay, Rune. Yeah, I understand. It's kind of how I do during Jason's chat. Don't anybody tell him. Just kind of have it on in the background a lot. But all right, Night Owl. Yeah, DG date and factory code. That's kind of what I thought. Either that or I didn't know if the 9FF down here would be the date code. That's probably what, though, a keying code for the pinning, I would guess. So yeah, not too much for these. A blind code or serial number. Okay, all right, I see that now. Good morning, G Keyman. Need to practice impressioning you. Yeah, I do. Let's see, we'll look at this one next. Like I said, this guy here was the first one I ever got, first Avis I ever got, and it took me forever to pick this guy with the original core in it. And I don't know why, because it had like 3 master wafers in the first chamber. Of course, it was, let's see, this wasn't it. This was not the original core that was in here. This one, the core that's in this one, it probably was the original core in this one. I'm not sure. I can't remember. And the reason why, these look all chomped up is I've done a couple videos on how to recover if that little pin right there, when you're disassembling it, what to do if that little pin gets stuck up in the Bible chambers. So that's why all those little marks are there. But anyway, this guy here, he was, like I said, the first one I ever got to pick. Bought it on eBay, I think like $7 or something. Let's see. That's not going to work. Yeah, Rune, I understand completely. You need to rest, which is a lot of times that's why I kind of drift in and out of Jason's videos. Ken, I do not have the actual tool, but I found that this long tensioner that I keep actually works okay in some of the times. Or you can use a really big flathead screwdriver. I don't know, this is probably too big. Not used it, but we'll look at that here in just a second. I'll take one of these other ones apart. Let's see if I can pick this guy. It's been a while. The 888, one thing about picking them is they have all these little side wardings. And sometimes when you pick them, you'll bend some of that here at the front, and it'll make it kind of difficult to get the key in. But you just got to line it up and just kind of work it in there, and it'll go back in shape. But it's kind of wide up here. You can't, you could maybe get a tensioner in like that, but I like to lay it over kind of like that. It works pretty well. I've also done this with bottom of the keyway tensioner and managed to get it open. But, these aren't really any different from any other Abus core. They come with one standard pin at the front, and then the rest are spools. And this one, 6 pins. This one comes standard with 6 pins, unlike the others, which are 5. And so you just got to pick it like a regular lock that's chock full of spools. For some reason, this particular one is easy to overset some of the pins. I'm just going back and forth working on it. See who feels ready to pick. Having the tensioner go out at an angle like that does kind of rob you of some ability to control the tension on the plug. Just looking over here on the comments too. That's cool, Night Owl. Yeah, I didn't realize the history of the US set markings. Yeah. Info Owlpedia. Ken, the keyway itself on this, if you look at it, actually is pretty wide open. There's not really anything at all impeding the pick going from the bottom. You can see, well, hopefully you can see right there, the whole pick will move back and forth. So you actually have a pretty wide open keyway. I think on this, I've got a couple that are really high set, so I'm going to switch over to a steeper hook. And if not, then we'll use the magical padlock opening device. But you really, some of these, I think this first one, first one's really high set. But as far as the warding on on this keyway is it doesn't really get in the way of picking unless if you're just kind of all over and keep grabbing onto the sides of it, which I've never really had that problem. Seems like it's pretty close. The biggest thing with this is getting the tensioner to where you can get good feedback and still control the tension on the lock itself. Lowell, don't worry. We all have some locks that are hard to tension due to too much picking. I've got a few of them myself. They're just kind of wallered out. And in fact, I know I said this padlock was the first one that I bought for picking, and that's true. However, somewhere in my collection, I have the very first lock that I ever tried to pick. Now I'm using the Magic lock opening device. I've gone to crutches. I'm that out of shape. I can't believe it. Using the vise. Aim it up a little bit that way. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, Ken, I mean, a lot of keyways can look intimidating, but until you actually get a pick in there and go for it, you just, unless if you're familiar with it, by looking at it and experience and stuff, but yeah, the 888's not really that not that restricted a keyway when it comes to picking. And it's not restricted in the technical sense as to where, the blanks are regulated. Any locksmith can order the blanks. Rune, no, I'm not gonna grind this one. It's in my collection. Besides, this is a brass shackle, so it wouldn't take that much to cut through it with some bolt cutters. Oh, let's see. Hey, y'all go see Lowell's channel and look for his thing that he's doing till the end of September. I will go look and I may participate. But Lowell, I owe you a package first. I owe several packages to be sent out, so good morning, Jason. I'm just picking through this Avis 888. I'm looking at a few others. So far, this thing's pretty much kicking my butt on how to practice. I've actually not sat down to practice a whole lot picking. You know, not having to share the house with somebody who made you want to spend every moment that you had at home out in the shop really opens up some new doors to laziness and being able to enjoy your own house. So, yeah, as where I've fallen. Let's see. Just looking over here at the comments. Slim Jim eating. Jason, yes. A key would be quicker. See, Ken, what kind of vise am I using? I don't even remember the brand name of it. It was about $15 on Amazon. And I didn't have one for about the first year that I was picking. And I really don't use one except to pick really difficult locks like this in. Gee, let me try a different pick here. I used to be able to zip right through this thing. I don't know if I've worn it out or what. I don't think I modified anything in there. We'll have to take a look. Crank down on the tension a bit. Y'all might see a whipped here. You know, it makes me wonder how many locks did Bosnia and Bill get whipped by that we just never saw the video of, you know? Just food for thought. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna take a break from this one. Not giving up on it. Y'all see me pick it. I do want to show with y'all. Let me find it in here. Where is it? I know I've got it somewhere. I'm just gonna show you all the first lock I ever attempted to pick, and it's quite humorous actually. Let's see, where did it go? I think it's back here. So, when I was a kid, probably about 10 or 11, it's when I first learned about lockpicking and figured I'd give it a try. And of course, that was before the internet. And so I read what I could. I think it was out of the Hardy Boys Detective Handbook. And they talked about lockpicking in there and kind of what tools were used. So I fashioned a tensioner out of a little pocket screwdriver, flathead pocket screwdriver. And then I made a pick. I can't even remember what I made the pick out of. Probably like a paper clip or something similar. But anyway, this was on the back door of the house. And you can see here that, yes, my mom and dad's house. You can see here that I've always preferred heavy tension. Yeah, that's why you should never learn to pick on locks that are in service. I took the pins out of it, but Dad gave me this a long time ago. And, of course, this was the inside cylinder on the back doors. So, and we hardly ever locked the doors back then. But, yeah. And this is an old Kwikset. This was, I mean, God, this was mid-90s, and that lock had been there for as long as I could remember. So, this is a pretty old cylinder. But, yeah, I keep this one around because it shows that I've always preferred heavy tension. But anyway, just a little bit of history. Let's see, let me look here. Yeah. Yeah, Don. Yeah, I laid it to it on that one. Of course, I had no idea what I was doing because we didn't have the benefit of YouTube back then. So, I'll give this guy one more shot. This guy's pissed me off this morning, actually. And actually, I'm going to cheat even more. Put that in there. Yeah, we're all lucky today to have, YouTube and everything else that we use to share and learn about locks and how they work. I mean, if it weren't for just a passing interest in lockpicking, I would have never learned how locks actually work and how insecure they can be, or what options you have. Yeah, Night Owl, I figure that's pretty much a collector's item. As far as the branding, I need to see if Dad has any more old ones sitting around the house. Because that's what we had on everything, of course. And of course, the front door and the back door were keyed differently. So, actually, we did keep the back door locked a good bit of the time. It was split for your house. And so the back door was kind of around to the side and downstairs and all that good stuff. And anyway, we did keep it locked a good bit of the time because that's where my bicycle was stored. And God help anybody who messed with my bicycle back then. Rune, yeah, very true. Lol, yeah. The Hardy Boys Detective Handbook was like my third most checked out book from the library between the ages of like 6 and 12, I think. Then I started getting into some other fiction around then. But G-Key, man, I mean, I was just commenting about the general, like what Night Owl was saying about the vintage Kwikset branding. I mean, I'm not looking for any Kwikset stuff, really. But it's just kind of cool to have something from that long ago and to see now that, you know, basically how old I am. I don't know if that's a nice thing or not, but anyway, I guess that's what I was commenting on with that, with the how old that lock is, because that lock body is probably about, well, it's at least, God, at least 33 years old, I think. What's a library? You know, unfortunately, a lot of people these days don't even think about their libraries, which is a shame. Of course, I say that, but I don't have a library card, and it's been years since I've set foot in one, but I know where one is, and I know how to go about getting a library card and using a library. But yeah, I mean, that was good times back then, simpler times. Yeah, lol. Yeah, we had the entire encyclopedia set. I forget which set we had. I don't think it was the Britannica. But yeah, we had the entire set, and Jesus, this lock's being ornery this morning. Alright. You guys are going to have to wait for the video on that one. Let's do something that I can pick. Let's grab this 80 Ti. I want to be able to actually pick a lock open other than that little crappy master lock earlier. Let's see. Yeah, my buddy, he got this, and I don't know. I told him, I said, my tips on these are just use the bottom of the keyway tensioner, a short hook, and then put just enough tension on it, take the slack out of the plug. First pin is going to be a standard, and then you just go in and work your way through the spools. And these guys like to drop, and the bitting's all radical on them, and I like these. I wish these were rekeyable and had ball bearing locking mechanisms instead of spring-loaded lugs. But I guess that would make these not quite as cheap. I do have another big project today that I got to do out here. Today is actually firearms cleaning day. Which is not something I do nearly as much as I should, probably, but yeah, it's got to be done, so I do it. Yeah, these are pretty fun to pick if you've never picked them before. So let's see. Let's grab this one. Let me see where. I know I have the packaging to it. It's just a question of where is that packaging. Maybe over here. Probably. Hang on with me, guys. There it is. So this is one of my eBay finds, and I did do a video on it a long time ago. But this is the original packaging that I got on it. It's the C83 profile cylinder. Of course, it's really cool because that's all the German packaging. And it came with, I imagine these are the original keys, and then this is just a later copy because that's a newer bow. It's really, really cool. Got it on eBay for, I think I got it like $20 or so, maybe, including shipping, which isn't too bad, but I do like the classic Mavis products, which I know this is an older one. So let's get this clamped up, and this will be the last one that we explore. And let's see here. Look. GK man, I'm older than I look. Oh lol. Yeah. Millennials looking at Atlas, I didn't know they printed Google Maps. Yeah. I actually, when I was a kid, I actually had a bedspread that had all the continents and major countries of the world printed on it. Just real simple. Wasn't a detailed map, but I think I hope Mom and Dad still have it because it still has the USSR on there. People, a lot of kids these days wouldn't even know what the USSR was. The homeless shelter. Oh Lord. Now I would like to see a Titan. I would like to get my hands on a Titan. Quickset Titan. I've never had one of those. I've heard about them and seen some videos on them, but I would like to actually have one in my collection. I don't really collect Quickset and Schlage stuff, but just to have a Titan would be pretty cool. Now this one, this guy here has got a Yale keyway. And the little actuator may get hung up on the vise going this way. But we definitely have spools in it. Because I'm in a falset. And it feels, in this one, it feels like the standard pin is actually in the back. Like one of the last chambers in here. Actually, no, we're open. There we go. Cool. Yeah, not much to pick, but still pretty good quality. This steel, not aluminum like this is. But anyway, let's see here. Look at the comments again real quick. Yeah, Night Owl. My dad, he actually, motion morning, guys, motion morning. My dad actually collects maps, and he's always been a big map buff. He was Google Maps before there was Google, and he would read street atlases going to bed. You know, in the evenings, he would pull out his road atlas and read it, and still enjoys maps. And when MapQuest came out, you know, on the internet, he spent hours on there. Good Lord. But anyway, let's see. Resolution, good morning. Yeah. I may have mentioned this before, but speaking of homeschooling, it's somewhat amusing to me. all the talk about homeschooling and everything. My mother actually homeschooled my brother and I all 12 years. The only difference was my little brother he enrolled in the community college where mom taught his last 2 years of high school. So he got college credits the last 2 years, which is why he graduated with his bachelor's degree in mathematics at 20. And he's really good at math and does programming now, and that's why he makes a whole lot more money than I do. I only did about a year of college, but anyway, I'm more of a practical sort than sit in a classroom sort. But yeah, I think my mom has a good bit of my, my brother's and I's schoolwork, not like regular daily assignment stuff, but you know, some of our more intricate projects and stuff, I think she still has stored away. Yeah, Lowell, I like having everything keyed alike. I had the shop and the house keyed different for a long time, and that was on purpose to keep somebody who lived with me from thieving. Because I don't do that. But anyway, now everything's keyed alike, and I really, really do enjoy that. That's why I like the 83 series, because I'm able to throw in the Everest cylinders that I use. Let's see. Oh, that's cool, resolution. Yeah. Lowell, math for me, 2 + 2 = potato. Let's see. Ren, that I have not seen that video, but I will watch that. The control rings. That sounds pretty interesting. Brian, yeah. All right, guys. So, basically, well, we're right up here at an hour. I was not able to pick open the 888 core on that 83. Taking that kind of personal right now, but I will do it. I will make a video doing it. There is already a video of me picking that exact core. But anyway, I'll do that at some point, open it up. But anyway, like I said, today, there wasn't really anything planned for. I didn't really have anything, so I'm just going to go ahead and sign off early. Appreciate everybody joining in, coming to chat, and hanging out this morning. Go over and check out Jason's video, here in about an hour or so. And anyway, we'll do it again next Saturday. Maybe I'll have something more interesting. Maybe I'll actually go down here to the flea market tomorrow. Maybe. I don't know. I'll go somewhere. I will try to get something new for next week. But anyway, until then, everybody, I hope you've had a great week. Hope you are having a great weekend. It's not rainy this weekend. We got quite a bit of rain from the remnants of Hurricane Sally. No damage, no major flooding. The rivers are running pretty high, but nothing newsworthy, I guess you could say. And actually today it's pretty nice outside, actually. It's around 80 degrees, I think. Maybe not even that much, 75. So it's a nice comfortable temperature, spaghetti weather, soup weather. Of course, I don't eat soup till it's a little bit colder, but you know what I'm saying. It's beginning to look a lot like fall. So anyway, appreciate everybody showing up. Appreciate everybody joining in the chat, and we will see y'all. All right, Lowell, I see that. I think I've got your email address still, because we traded back and forth email addresses, and I had some stuff set aside for you to send your way. All right, G Keyman, okay. Yeah, I definitely will. Is your email address gkeyman565? Is that what it is? Or I'll tell you what, you can send me, I believe my email address is in my YouTube channel, in the about, like Lowell just said. But if not, it's pretty simple. It's lockpickingpatrolman@gmail. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, I will send you an email. Alrighty, folks. So, Ken had an earthquake. We had an earthquake here about a month ago. All right, folks. So, I've wasted enough time this morning. I gotta get some of this mess put away and get to the other project. So, anyway, I will see y'all here in just a little bit at Jason's channel, actually. And then we'll meet back up here next Saturday. So, y'all have a great weekend. Have a great week coming up, and stay out of trouble. And we'll see you next time.